those numbers on an apples-to-apples basis. Also, steady growth being seen in Heidelberg, although a little bit of impact coming in their southern sales in terms of realizations. We'll stay with the cement story actually, and we've got another set of numbers coming in. This one from Dalmia Cements. Good numbers, 24% increase in net sales, about 33% increase in profit after tax coming in, and of course segmental revenue also in terms of cement up about 14%, and sugar up about 85%. Let's bring in the management, try and get a sense of what happened behind the numbers as always. Puneet Dalmia is MD of Dalmia Cements joining us here on Power Lunch. Ms. Dalmia, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Power Lunch here on NDTV Profit. First sense, the bottom line growth, what exactly was it driven by, and what do you attribute the key factors of over the last quarter at?
I think in our cement business, which is our largest segment, we have seen volume growth as well as pricing growth. Similarly, in the sugar business also, we have seen spectacular growth in prices and volume. So I think largely across both businesses, we have seen significant improvement in volumes and prices. However, the good thing is that in this quarter we commissioned our Ariyalur capacity, and we are happy that all our capexes which were in the pipeline are complete across the group in both Dalmia Cement and OCL. We have now additional 2.5 million ton which has started its pilot run, and now our focus is on ramping up volumes across both the new plants in Andhra Pradesh and Kadapa. We are a little bit taking a little bit longer to ramp up our Andhra Pradesh capacity. It is currently running at about 35% capacity utilization. The demand growth in Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka has been flat for the first half of the year, which has been a little bit of a disappointment. But we think demand growth should pick up in the second half of the year, and that should help the ramp up of our plant in Andhra Pradesh. We also believe in the sugar environment. There have been a big change in the regulatory environment, and we welcome this change in the direction, because we believe it will reduce the earnings volatility in the sugar business in the long run. The cane pricing has become much more rational, and we also see that the power pricing in terms of our cogen power has also become has taken into account the reality of the current market situation of power shortage. So we believe that the government is very focused on and has signaled that they are in the process of deregulating the sector, although how the current regulation eventually is implemented still needs to be seen.
You there very quickly. I just want to interrupt you, Puneet. Puneet, I just want to interrupt you, sorry, and I'll come to each of those businesses in a little sort of a structured manner, but I want to get a question in on cement first. You were talking about the demand picture, and I want to understand that going into this quarter, some of the markets you were talking about, are there going to be price pressures and hence pressure on your cement business over the next couple of quarters?
Yeah, if I look at all India demand growth for the first half, it has been about 12%. South India has been only 4%. And if I break up South India, Tamil Nadu and Kerala have grown at about 10%, but Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka have been flat, and there's been no demand growth in both these states. We believe this has largely been due to the IT effect. There was a lot of uncertainty in the IT environment because most companies are serving global economies which were going through recessionary trends. But now I think Infosys has started recruiting people, Wipro has started recruiting people. So there's a lot more sense of stability in the IT sector. And I think even the infrastructure programs that the government had laid out, will start to happen in the second half of the year. So we believe that in both Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, demand growth will be better than what we have seen in the first half of the year. As regards pricing, we think that new capacity came in the first half of the year and demand was basically flat, so that put a lot of pressure on pricing. If demand growth is positive as we expect, we do not expect significant pressure on pricing. However, the general trend that we are seeing on pricing is downward. So the extent of this downward pressure is still to be determined, and that will have to be seen based on eventual demand supply situation. However, we are seeing a downward pressure on pricing. Similarly, if I look at the eastern region, which is our associate from OCL, Eastern region saw demand growth of 20%, and we are seeing a more healthy situation there as compared to the southern region.
All right, Praneeth, we're running a little short on time. I wanted to get in a couple of questions on power next time, perhaps. Thanks so much for stopping by and giving us that quick check on how the earnings numbers have looked. We're going to segue completely away from the corporate sector, and a special guest joining us from our studios in Delhi, Arvind Virmani.